I bought these beers for the cheap, because the woman didn't know the price.
This is the Darkside Records and Gallery Podcast.
Are these beers cheap already?
Yeah, they are. Like, there was no price on them, and she looked at a sheet, and the sheet apparently didn't have the price, and she goes, "What do you normally pay for these?" As if I regularly buy.
Yeah.
I mean, you look like a man who knows his
The
Tecate.
second time I bought Tecate. I had one the other day, so it was in my mind. And,
We're on a bit of a kick, are we?
well, I got Mexican food, so I stopped and got a Mexican beer to go with it. And, so I said, I don't know, at the Mexican places, they're two for $1.50. And that's what she rang them up for us. I paid $3 for 4 beers.
It's not bad.
Gerk, that's why you have a beer tonight.
I actually think that,
Thanks,
I grabbed
lady.
4 for that intention, but I think that they're probably like 99 cents a piece normally. So.
Well, first I thought you were double fisting over there at the table, and I'm like, well, it's been a rough day with the kids. Man needs 2 Tecates. I don't want Tecate publicly associated with me.
There's nothing wrong. I think this is a perfectly hipstery beer.
Really?
Right?
Hipsters love shitty beer.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't either, but it's cheap, so that's why I bought it, because I'm a father.
I feel like hipsters, what they do
I hear
is
nothing.
they drink beers that should be expensive, but they pay way too much money for them so they can pretend that they're drinking cheap beers.
I'm on spring break right now, guys. This is
Nice.
Going crazy.
I'm partying. I got
Already.
Pretending you're in Cancun
Oh yeah.
with the ladies.
You know what's weird? I've never seen you wear glasses before.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't realize your eyesight is so poor because you have these tiny eyeballs when I look at you through the glasses. And it's like this weird... you look like a very different person when you wear them.
They're my disguise glasses.
Well, guess what?
When I take them off, the mustache disappears too.
No, it gets bigger when you take them
That's
off.
right, yeah.
What do you call a dog proctologist?
A vet?
Was there a kick? Was there a point to that joke? Like, what,
No, it wasn't a joke.
oh, you were just asking a question.
I was waiting.
It sounds like a setup.
I was waiting for the punchline.
Yeah, I thought it was a dad joke coming in hard.
It's already too risque for dad jokes.
Well, we did call it dog... Do we say dog poop or do we say dog shit?
I think it's a dog shit.
Oh, okay, then that's too risque. If you say poop, it's okay.
If you throw a Y in the end of it, poopy, then you're really a dad joke.
No, yeah, totally.
Especially if you put like an A in front of like a poopy. Like you made a poopy. Mm-hmm. That's terrible.
I think I tend to say not a poopy, just poopy. You make poopy?
I feel like this should be a thing that we can now say things in front of kids because you just, as long as you add the Y at the end and call
Some
it
kind of
something,
like,
oh, look at this little, you're being a little fucky. That's you.
You little douchey.
It's okay. I put the A and the Y on it. This is hard to look with that fucking green light right in my face. This is rough. Oh, you're in the same. You're in the same thing.
I am. Fortunately, you guys are like Gerk's like right under the light for you. I can kind of see.
I can't see them at all. They are
guys-
like shadowed.
You guys have this nice Hulk green color to you.
This is.
That's what I'm going for.
A little smaller.
Little leprechauns.
I'll be the leprechaun.
Yeah.
You can be the Hulk.
Lou Ferrigno Hulk, I think. Like,
Edward Norton
Yeah.
Hulk.
So we had an open mic tonight, and there was a performer who you knew, and it was Big A and the kids. Big,
oh, Ryan, yeah.
Ryan
Kid.
being, I guess, the kid.
Yep, he's the
and
kid.
Big A being some girl who sang. I had first told her that I felt like Big A was not an appropriate nickname for her because she was hobbit-sized, like myself.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
someone in the audience was like, "Hey, that's mean." And I was like, "What? We're a strong, industrious people. We just have hairy feet. That's all. It's not an insult to
I
her."
feel like the hobbits aren't industrious at all. Like, they're pretty lazy.
I guess that's true. And then I got into a debate about Lord of the Rings characters with 2 different people who were... One had no idea. One was Kim, who did our last podcast, who has literally never seen Lord of the Rings at all. So she had no... You've never seen Lord of the Rings? Oh, man.
Yeah.
We should do a Lord of the Rings screening here so he's forced to watch it.
Take a good
We
2
could.
days to get through that one.
Mm-hmm. Start with the hobbits. Go down to Lord of the Rings.
Finishing up with the whole Harry Potter series.
No, I'm out on that
fuck the movies.
Oh, you're a book snob on
I'm a-
Harry Potter?
Oh, yeah. Hardcore.
Berto lent me the first Harry Potter book.
You never read it.
No, I started to read it, and then I realized this is a book for children.
It gets better, damn it.
They
By the
grow
7th book,
By the
It's
time
really
I read
intense.
7 books to fucking enjoy it?
no,
Thanks.
about 3 books to really enjoy it.
When did the first Harry Potter book come out?
Late 90s, I believe. When I started reading them, 3 books were already out.
Okay, do you remember when that was roughly? I mean, I suppose
I want to say 99 or 2000.
we could just Google this.
Because I was in like second or third grade. I remember.
So mid-90s. Yeah, I'm guessing
Like-
book 1 was like early to mid-90s.
Holy shit!
Because but like 2000, I was like 3 books in.
I don't think I ever heard of it until the first movie came out.
It was a weird phenomenon because I remember like in high school being at graduation parties in June and like one of the books had just released and that's all anyone was talking about. Like people had stayed up all night reading these fucking books.
I have a great Harry Potter book story.
Oh boy.
I have one too. Okay.
Does it involve me in some way?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I think I know where you're going with this.
So this was in the land of away messages and instant messenger.
Fucking A,
those are the
dude.
days.
It was around Berto's graduation they just referenced because the book had come out and Roberto put up an away status that said, "I'm reading the new Harry Potter book. I will absolutely not be disturbed unless it's an absolute emergency." So being the industrious fellow that I told him, I think he was down here at school, and I was in Schenectady. I sent him this message, like very urgent message. I said, "Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I just drove past your dad's house, and there's cops everywhere, and the fire department's there." He called his dad.
Motherfucker.
Did your dad rush home or something?
No, he was confused. I don't know. I called him.
I thought you said that.
He might have gone. He was out.
Yeah,
and he was on his way
He
home.
went home.
This is a weird prank. Hey, dude, your parents are dead. He fucking Batman pranked you. That's what he
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would have better said, "Hey, dude, Voldemort's at your house."
Hey, you know what? I got him to stop reading Harry Potter.
So you've taken the next step, which is not only are you not reading it, now you're also impeding him from reading it.
Interruption artist.
It's interrupturist. We have a union.
Okay. my
403.
mistake.
I remember there was definitely one Harry Potter book that came out, and I was working in radio. I was working for WRRV, and we sponsored a midnight release of one of the Harry Potter books. So we did a big radio station thing, and it was the book. Spoiler alert for anyone who's listening to this
15
and
years behind.
hasn't fucking read this. JJ, plug your ears, okay?
Your muffs.
It was the one where Voldemort dies.
Oh, shit.
And we were in Barnes & Noble, and there was a line around the inside of the building of people holding on to it, waiting so they could pay for it. And someone definitely yells, "Voldemort dies" in the end.
Are you thinking of book 6 when Dumbledore dies?
Who did I say?
Voldemort. Voldemort is the villain. Dumbledore is the kind old wizard who's
Let's
the
go
Ben
with-
Kenobi of the series.
Well, does Voldemort die?
At the last book, but you kind of see that coming.
Isn't there a new Harry Potter book coming out?
There is. It's actually the script to the play.
Oh, there it is.
J.K. Rowling has written a stage play that is a sequel, I guess. It's Harry Potter as an adult.
Yeah, it's about a son, right?
Oh, and
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
they
yeah.
recast actors? They were the adult versions of the
Yeah,
three?
it's going to be on the stage in London.
Okay.
First, I assume it'll come to New York eventually. But the script is being released in book format, and there's been a lot of confusion apparently because people are really excited that there's a new Harry Potter book coming, not realizing that it actually has to be read like a script, it has stage directions and dialogue and stuff. So you can't just read it cover
That's
to
how you
cover.
feel about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, were you talking?
There's also the new movie coming out, I think next year.
And that's about, it's Harry Potter in America, right? It's not him specifically,
No,
the
it's
universe.
It's like
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah, but it's about wizards in America.
I believe so. Yeah.
Coming to America, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes.
Fuck you too. Okay, here we'll test your Harry Potter nerd skills. So, in the original Harry Potter books, the word Muggle refers to a non-wizardy person. In the new Harry Potter book that takes place in America, Americans have their own specific word for Muggle. What is it?
I don't fucking know.
Call yourself a pothead.
Wait, in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
Yes. Apparently in America, they don't use the word Muggle. That's an English thing.
Oh.
In America,
okay.
they have their own word for what Muggles are.
I will admit I don't follow all the the Pottermore website and stuff like that. I don't follow a lot of her updates on there. So
You don't follow the Potterverse?
You read the fan fiction.
I don't read the fan fiction. Except I do have a funny story about a friend of mine who got involved in some fan fiction.
Oh. Did they...
Fiction usually porn.
Yeah.
Written?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's erotic fan fiction.
So
There's just regular fan
yeah, there
fiction,
are
too.
like
That's
regular
not-
fan fiction.
And then there's shipping.
That's not
That's a
as-
whole other thing.
Shipping.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
Tell yours, and then I'll explain what shipping is.
So I had
You
a
ship
kid
after
I
you
knew in
dock,
college who told a story one time that he was a weird kid, and he would sometimes like troll Craigslist looking for the most ridiculous like personal ads, and he found one of looking for a Harry Potter fan to engage in some role play, and this is third hand, so I don't know how realistic the story is, but it sounds pretty fucking funny. So he like messaged her, and like he had read the book, so he like included some like inside Potter jokes to prove that he was a legit fan. And she said, "Okay, why don't you come over and be the Ron to my Hermione?" So he actually showed up, and she answered the door in like a wizard robe, and like pulled out a wand covered in lube, and he's like, "Nope, fuck it," and got it and like left.
That is no way a true story. There was no way that
It's probably not a
happened.
true story.
Oh my god!
But he did have like the original ad, like he screenshotted it, and he like had it on his like email or whatever.
did he still have the wand?
He didn't have the wand.
Oh, that's a shame.
Just gonna say, I know for a fact that Roberto owns a wand.
I just
do.
learned a lot.
I do. I also own a lightsaber and a Klingon batleth.
So what you're saying is you have several Craigslist ads out.
I do.
people to come to
I
your
can
house.
respond to many an ad.
No, you are the ad. They come to you.
Like, what mood am I in tonight? I'm looking for my Spock.
I'm looking for an Alfred. That's a weird
You don't need props for that. Like a bow tie and a surfing tray.
English accent optionals in the Craigslist.
No. English accent required for Alfred.
Okay.
Mr. Wayne.
If you start referring to your dick as Stately Wayne Manor from now on, it's just that's going to be the line. I think
Diving into the Batcave.
that's as far as I can handle.
Them Tecate burps now.
Have you, JB, have you watched Daredevil yet? Any of the new episodes?
I watched the first 3.
Okay.
Marathoned them last night.
Was Ben Affleck in it?
No.
Batman.
Come on, it's
God,
Charlie
so
Cox.
No, didn't he play fucking Daredevil?
Oh,
He
yeah.
did, and yeah.
Thank you.
We don't speak of it, though.
Top 5 greatest
Saw that in
superhero
theaters
movies
opening
ever.
night.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah.
With who?
No
Did you
one.
go see that
No.
for?
To be fair, when that was coming out in theaters, all the comic book nerds were excited. We didn't know what we were
True.
walking into.
I just went because everyone else was going.
It was the last time you ever did that.
Probably. It was
Except
terrible.
for the couple I dragged you to. I think I dragged you to Dark Knight and something else. X-Men.
No, Dark Knight was enjoyable. X-Men was funny. Nobody got my joke.
Oh, yeah.
They went as, what's his face?
I went as Kelsey Grammer. I went as
Like a
I
plush
dressed-
smoking jacket.
I had a crushed velvet jacket.
And like a martini glass, right?
It's something, yeah. And Roberto worked this elaborate costume to make himself Colossus. Like we spray painted a muscle thing, and his brother dressed up as
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, and he was like all blue, and people wanted to take their picture. And I get out of there like, "What are you?"
Like, why? Get out of the picture. I remember at one point, like, 2 girls, like, handed you the camera. They were like, here, can you take this?
Yeah, I had
Oh,
a
are you
nice.
supposed to be something, too?
I had a nice watch. I was dressed up.
Most dressed up he's ever been for a film premiere.
It was pretty warm.
Unfortunately, I believe the film we saw was X-Men 3. So that was
well-
the high point of the evening right there.
Kelsey Grammer, that's the only one he was in, right?
No, he,
Was he in 2?
what was he? Wasn't he? Didn't he have a cameo in, like, Days of Future Past?
No, because that was the new kid.
I feel like he was I feel like I remember him having a cameo somewhere. And there's like
At
a
the
future X-Men.
okay, well, so maybe he had a cameo, but he was only in X3, I think, as Beast.
Oh, my stars and garters.
Oh my stars and garters!
I say that pretty regularly, actually,
I've
in
never
everyday
heard you
life.
say that.
No,
And neither have I.
Not
I think
once.
you're full of shit. You can't claim beastisms.
It comes out maybe 3 or 4 times a year, I think. There's also, I used to say when I was a kid, I used to say Zosvid, which was something that Longshot used to say, and it was apparently some phrase from the Mojo-verse.
Yeah.
I don't know what it meant. And I used to like, there was like a Colossus saying that he always used to say that I used to say regularly. This is
Colossus smash,
in like
That's
9th
the
grade.
Hulk. Come on. Anyway, I enjoyed the Punisher storyline in the new Daredevil.
Mr. Gorbachev.
This is turning into a weird mix of things.
Political comic book nonsense.
Yes, I also enjoyed The Punisher, the new thing. We'll talk about that. We'll do a dork side.
Yeah,
We're due for a dork side.
We
I'm
are.
just gonna say I didn't like the Punisher movie.
No, they sucked. Both of them. Fucking
I
terrible.
didn't mind the Thomas Jane
No,
one.
you made me watch it. You come over, watch Punisher.
No.
I didn't mind it.
Really?
I didn't like Travolta. I like Thomas Jane as Frank Castle.
No, see, I like the Frank Castle that they're doing in the new Daredevil series because he is, like, if you were going to do
They
proper depiction of the
changed
character?
his origin in the movie, which I didn't like.
Okay, I haven't seen that far yet.
Okay.
But,
No, not in the show. In the movie, they changed his origin.
okay.
It was like a secret agent, not a Marine.
But like, like to me, I like the new depiction of him because he's like zero bullshit, no one-liners, nothing funny. He just is fucking merciless and murders people, and that's the right portrayal.
That's what it should be. It was very
Thomas Jane, like he had
like Garth
zingers.
Ennis series.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just
Like,
bare bones.
That's it. And in the movie, he was like, he was like campy and telling jokes and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, fuck that shit.
I don't think he mourned enough in the movie. He wasn't.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
He wasn't sad enough.
You're not supposed to like him. You know,
Right.
you're not. He's not like he's an anti-hero. You're not supposed to like sympathize with him and like you don't root for the Punisher. You know what I mean?
Walter White.
The Punisher is like the guy who like he goes.
Trying to bring it around
like-
to something I know about.
The Punisher would not like Walter White. Walter White would.
No,
I don't
he'd
think
be
the
dead.
Punisher liked
He'd be
anything.
dead.
No.
Yeah. Punisher doesn't like very much.
Yeah.
Except killing people.
All I
He likes.
really remember is that it wasn't good, and he seemed angry.
I really enjoyed the scene in the pawn shop
Generally, the
Yes.
when he
the gist
was
of
on
it.
his way out, and
Yep.
the guy's like, "Hey, you like little kids?" It's like,
Well, now I have to kill
it's
you.
like click. Anyways,
Yeah, and I hate the kid who played the piercing face kid. He was
he was kind
he
of
was in
annoying.
6 Feet Under. I don't know that actor's name, but for some reason,
6 Feet Under, the show?
the show, yeah.
You know about that?
That fucking show.
He
you
was obsessed
dislike
with that
6 Feet
show.
Under?
For,
Yeah.
I
no,
love that show.
no, he
No.
loved that show.
No.
he loved it.
I liked the first 2 to 3 seasons, and then it got...
Oh wait, I have to wait 3 seasons to get in.
No, I was in from the beginning. The first 2 to 3 seasons, and then it just fucking spiraled out of control. And so much where I own the complete series on
does.
DVD, and I was down to like the last maybe 3
no,
episodes.
you were down to the last episode. I remember because I kept asking you if you'd seen.
No, it was like 2 or 3 episodes.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny? I did the same thing. I never finished the series.
You know what? Because I was fucking done. It was such ridiculous bullshit by the end of it.
There was definitely a couple 6 Feet Unders that I remember watching. Like I loved 6 Feet Under, and like there were episodes that definitely like I would just like cry after them. They were so good, and I would call my parents and just tell them I loved them. It affected me, that fucking show.
Remember the one where that guy, his wife dies, and he decides that all she wants is a natural burial, so he steals her body, and he like wraps her in.
That was Lisa, right?
I don't. Yeah,
That was
I
her
don't know.
character's name?
I don't remember. And he like takes her out to like Joshua Tree and buries her. Mm-hmm. Like, no, that's not happening. You're going to prison.
I never
or the
watched
Michael
the show. I
C.
saw a
Hall.
couple episodes with him.
You know the episode I really hated? The Michael C. Hall smoke crack forcibly episode.
He got beyond his.
I know exactly what
Last
episode.
couple seasons, it was like him on crack the whole episode. And
Yeah,
he might
he
have
goes
been
with the
raped or
kid.
something.
No, he goes with the kid, but he's like sort of attracted to the kid, so he sort of rolls with it, but he goes too far. and
Yeah.
Ends up getting the shit kicked out of him, and then he gets PTSD after
That was
that.
it, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then they wouldn't let that go.
Yep.
Come on.
He was abused by a crackhead.
Well,
Cut him some slack.
get out of the van.
On that note, hey everybody, welcome to the Darkside Records and Gallery Podcast.
Could it just open with, get out of the van.
This is a monthly podcast dedicated to vinyl, music, pop culture, and whatever else we decide to talk about. I'm JB.
I'm Berto.
I'm Tyler.
JJ.
Tyler back for another special guest appearance.
A twofer.
Yeah, it's two.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Tyler
one.
the Deuce.
Yeah, chucking up them deuces.
Lurkin' Gherkin.
Creepy gherkin today.
So it's March.
It is March. It's almost end of March.
First day of spring.
It is actually the first day of spring. That is correct.
And it was fucking 32 degrees today.
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. But this month was actually a big milestone. We have coming up in a couple weeks. We have Record Store Day on April 16th.
First record store day in our new location.
Yeah. Last week we did a couple things where we actually, first and foremost, we started a radio show on WRRV FM 96.9 in Poughkeepsie.
We did do that.
It's Sunday nights at 10 p.m. It's called Hudson Valley Homegrown, where we spotlight independent, local,
And regional
artists. Basically,
Everything we established, it's everything but New Jersey. Is what we established.
as long as you're unsigned, independent, and
Not
kick
from
ass.
New Jersey.
Not in the dirty jers.
We'll play you on the air. But so we did our first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
By the time this airs, so the first 2 will have been out. In fact, one is gonna. Let's make sure to all listen. It's tonight at 10 p.m. So let's all.
I'm probably not going to listen.
Okay.
I don't have a radio at home. So
Yeah, it's like...
I'm not
oh,
going to
we can
go out to
stream
my
it on the
car and
internet.
like sit there like a sad person.
WRV.com. You can
Oh,
stream it on
yeah.
WRV.com.
Okay, that's true. I could do that. I'm going to forget.
Okay.
As long as babies are asleep, I'll try.
Okay. I will also try.
Yeah.
But for those of you who are in a band and you want to be on the show, go to WRRV.com. There is a link there to where you can submit music and information and...
Dick jokes. Send us your dick jokes.
I mean, there's a section that says describe your band. If you put a dick joke in there, I mean, I won't be mad. Well, it's going to be a weird episode, that episode.
Dick pics, not really accepted.
It's going to be great if someone actually just submits, like, it's a dick joke, and the pictures is a picture of a dick.
With a joke written on it?
And the MP3 is just, like, fart noises or something, and it's a picture of a butt.
Like somebody just took a clip from Eugene Merman's record where it's just him making orgasm noises
Yes,
for 45
exactly.
minutes.
I like this. So, listeners, you know what to do. But last week was an important day in the whole scheme of Record Store Day, which was they released the list.
The official list went live, closely followed by a lot of cancellations.
Immediately followed.
Only like 2.
I'm in mourning, goddammit. The thing I was looking forward to was canceled.
Me too. What was yours?
The score to The Ninth Gate by Wojciech Kilar.
Of course.
Tequila.
That was not mine.
That was mine, damn it. And I'm upset, and I'm thinking of it.
Wait, isn't that another movie you made me watch?
It may have been.
Is that the Johnny Depp movie?
Yeah, he's like a book collector, and he finds that like satanic book.
And then I remember you saying that you were thinking about changing your minor to like the occult.
I thought about it. Turns out that's not offered at Marist. I went and I talked to like the Marist brothers. I'm like, hey, listen, can I study the occult with you guys?
You mean the Catholic Church?
Yes. And they're like, no, get the fuck out.
Get out. Mine was I was excited they were going to re-release the first Down album, NOLA.
No,
That
yeah.
would have been sick.
I fucking love that record.
Saw it down 2 years ago in Albany.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good time.
shave
It
your
was
head for
Cinco
it?
de Mayo. No, but we went to a burrito bar before. We went to Bombers before.
Was it Bombers?
Yep.
Sweet.
And
yeah.
Tequila, lots of tequila. Had some brews.
Tequila?
I was like, ooh, this is
pouring
feeling a little funky.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 steps out
Go to
of
the
the
Google.
venue, and I projectile vomit into the parking lot. And I had to argue with the bouncers to let me back in.
Where was it?
The Northern Lights, like
Okay.
upstate.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I think I was at that show as well.
Oh, so with Black Label Society was the headliner? Or?
I don't remember who else. I only remember Down. I only went to see Down.
Well, yeah, I left after
Did
Black
you see
Label.
some douchebag vomiting in the parking lot?
There was some guy who threw up on me, and I fucking chased him out of the place.
As I'm walking, like I projectile vomited, and I just kept walking. I was like, hope nobody saw that. And then I just hear like the 3 bouncers like, oh, that was fucking gross. Oh, look at that. And I did a lap around the parking lot, but they still remembered me.
You're that guy.
Like a little chunk of vomit in my
you
beard and
you
shit.
had the stank
Like,
eye.
The hair was...
Yeah,
Oh, they
they
knew.
spotted me a mile away. I just saw a wave of people in motorcycle jackets that Black Label. Sorry if I offend any Black Label Society fans, but not my.
I don't mind Zach
not my
Wilde, but yeah, the
crowd.
fans are...
Dude, it's
Zach
like
Wilde's amusing though.
it's a weird
He is.
scene, that whole scene that they're part of. It's like, I mean, and it's funny because even like bands like Clutch somehow fall into that same crew and you get the same people. And
Clutch is a weird anomaly in the music world.
yeah.
Like, opening for Marilyn Manson back in the day doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Mm-hmm. But then also, I don't know. It's a strange anomaly, Clutch.
Yeah.
They have a piece coming out Record Store Day? Is that
They
still-
do have a
They
Record
do.
Store Day piece. Yeah, it's unleashed stuff from the latest album.
Psychic Warfare, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
and I
cool.
believe it's a pick disc
Ooh.
Cool.
on their own label, Weathermaker Music.
I mean, there's a list right in front. You could actually confirm that's actually.
I don't need the list. I know.
reckon he's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it memorized.
got it all up here.
It's like I remembered how to pronounce Wojciech Kilar.
Well
That's
done.
all he does.
Wojciech Kilar. Now I'm sad. Now I'm flaccid and sad because it was canceled due to pressing issues.
Look,
God damn it.
I know you already legally changed the name of your dick from to Flaccido or whatever. It is.
Wojciech.
Now it's Flat Shit Kilo.
Flaccid Kilar.
Well, I genuinely wondered if the Down piece got canceled because of this whole racist Phil Anselmo thing that's been happening over the past couple months or so. I guess over his whole life, but really
Yeah.
spotlighted by the last couple months or so. Because it's just like
I don't know.
Never a good thing to Nazi salute at a
You know,
it was a Dimebag Daryl like tribute thing too.
You know, I've heard that. I've heard it's not good to do a Nazi salute at shows on stage.
Generally not.
Unless it's a Trump rally.
Very specific shows. But on the bright side is that they were both replaced by 2 David Bowie pick discs.
I don't know if they were replaced by them, but
You
they
can't-
were
in
added
my
as
mind,
well.
they
You
were.
cannot
Okay.
replace Vortex.
But they
You're
announced
the only one fretting.
There's at least 2 other people fretting, probably.
2 other soundtrack nerds.
Yeah.
And Vorjak Keelar.
His Halo
people.
Instant Messenger away message says, "No, Vortex."
Yeah, so let's talk about things that we're excited that as of this point are actually going to happen.
Yes.
Like we don't know. I don't want to jinx it and fuck it over.
It's Gwar, it's Scumdogs, the Universe, I believe.
Yes.
Reissue with a
First-
really cool pop-up gatefold.
Yes.
So you actually...
I saw a picture of that. It looks really cool.
It does. It's one of those things where like I'm going to be really afraid to like ruin it when I open it at some point, but it's still a cool piece.
And it's the first time on vinyl, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Yeah, first vinyl release.
Cool. I am. That was another one that was on my like.
Like, I'm not a
absolute-
huge Gwar fan, but like that album, I like. I bought the CD when it came out, and it was
Yeah, totally.
good stuff.
Let's be real. Anything that's a Gwar album that's a pop-up gatefold cover, I'm in. Like
Scratch and sniff, vomit. You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
little pieces in
comes
there.
with a packet of blood, I'm in. you got me.
I'm kind of excited about the Doors live piece.
I remember when I first saw the list, I was like, okay, it's another Doors piece. But look
Well,
at
there's
the
a couple
set
Doors
list.
pieces, but the
There
set piece
are.
is awesome, and it's like it's the first Aquarius show.
Yeah.
It was later, so you're like, I feel like it's gonna be pretty unpredictable. You don't know what kind of Morrison you're gonna get on that one.
I mean, you could get a straight up Morrison or fucker in the ass Morrison.
What,
I don't think you're
what,
getting that
what
one.
period of Morrison was that?
There's a Jimi
there's a-
Hendrix and Morrison.
It's called High
bootleg.
Live and Dirty. And it's the 2 of them like recorded backstage.
It's Hendrix playing guitar and Morrison
Wasn't just
screaming "fucker in the ass."
It's
I
gold.
missed that somehow. Okay.
We've had it in a couple times. The next time it comes in, I'll
Yeah, save it for me at least so I can listen to
yeah.
it.
It's one of those things that shatters like Doors fans like hearts.
Yeah.
Like, who is this? That's Jim Morrison.
don't like this. No, James. That's my Doors fan. I don't know why that's...
Very whiny.
Yeah. I'm excited for. I'm a little bit curious as to what it is, but as is for the last couple of Record Store Day events, the Deftones are putting out a piece.
Yep. This is demos, I believe. and,
it's
like,
B-sides and
B-sides.
rarities.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rarities.
on vinyl.
Yeah.
First time ever, right?
Well, I'm curious to see what it actually is.
They've done a couple
Isn't it
things in
didn't
the
they already have a
past.
B-sides album out on
Well,
CD?
they did a covers album, or
That was RSD a few years ago. The covers album.
and it's been a collection of covers that they've done throughout time. It wasn't just they didn't sit down and record it for Record Store Day, and so I'm curious what's going to be on this. And last year was a live album, and so this one I'm curious to see what's going to be considered the B-sides and rarities. Because I feel like I have a bunch of Deftones B-sides and rarities MP3s from like the 90s, and they're all like super shittily encoded MP3s and sound like shit. So if it is actually
28-bit.
yeah, exactly. And if it's some of those songs, I'll be genuinely excited to hear them in a decent format.
I'm looking forward to the Tom Petty piece,
It was Kiss My Amps.
the Kiss My Amps
Yeah.
2.
2, right.
It's
Whoa.
been I want to say
3
that
years?
it's like the first Kiss My Amps came out maybe 2011, 2012.
Yeah, I think it was one of our first record
Yeah,
store
maybe our
days.
second record
Yeah.
store day, and it's like a really good piece. And so I'm excited to hear
It's live, right?
Yeah, so it's alive, and I think that one was from a tour they was doing at the time, so I'm not 100% sure what's on this one, but either way, I guarantee it's going to be good. Mm-hmm. And there's a Mudcrutch piece coming out, which is his original band before Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and they're coming out with a new record, so they're putting out a 7-inch.
Yeah, I think it's recorded in 2007 when they kind of started to reform a bit.
Yeah.
I like Run the Jewels.
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the Run the Jewels, the virtual reality headset thingamajig that they got
thing
going on.
It's not even my bag, but it looked really fucking cool.
Yeah,
I'm curious what it's actually going to be like.
I would actually say from memory, I think that's one of the pieces that we ordered the most of.
Oh, cool.
And it's not even vinyl.
yeah.
wow.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie, I'm a little skeptical about it, but we'll see how it goes.
See, and
Mainly because I don't like gimmicks. so much.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm like a little wary
Well,
about it.
there's,
Like,
like,
I know
this
that I don't know what to sell, but
There's a whole shift to this virtual reality thing, and like they're not the first, but it's definitely the first RSD piece that's embracing the 3D virtual reality video.
Yeah, I saw
experience.
a online clip of it and kind of gave you a little 3D view,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
looked really cool.
The YouTube video,
Yeah,
right?
where they're
And
like
you-
walking towards you and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'll take the chance
and it-
because I'm a huge Run the Jewels fan now. I just
I'm waiting for
have-
the Tila Tequila virtual reality piece.
Oh, I already got 2 on pre-order.
Remember that? You know what I never bought? Let's flash back to last record story for a second. Remember that there was that German porn pick disc 7-inch? What was that called?
It was a German title. I can't remember what it was.
I intended to pick that up, and I think we might
we
still have a
still have it,
copy.
yeah.
What?
I'm intrigued.
It was like a
there was a-
soundtrack from like porn films. Like
It was
I
like
don't really know what it was.
it's been so long. It's been a year.
It was a music on vinyl piece, I think.
Yeah, it was from Music on Vinyl, and it was something about like a famous porn director, and it was like 2 cuts from famous porn, and there's like old porn, and it's like a scene from 2 different movies on each side of the 7-inch.
I didn't even know that. If I had known that,
There was like a really weird, obscure piece, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure most people knew about it, but
Yeah, music on vinyl always
I'm pretty
does
sure we
like,
still
like an
have it.
interesting, weird soundtrack 7-inch.
yeah,
They did
you know
the
what?
King Kong one a
Yeah.
couple years ago. They did Psycho last year, or the year before last.
Okay,
should I go look? Is it here in the store?
it is here. Yeah,
It's
What's
somewhere.
it? Where is it? 7 inches or
2014 RSD. I'm gonna guess.
7 inch, 10
Yeah,
inch?
it's a 7-inch. It's
All right,
a
let me
pick
go-
disc.
Continue.
Oh my god,
Are they doing one this year? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I think those tend to be late editions.
Yeah, there tend to be late editions, and like there was like a limited ordering window or something. Sometimes it's tough.
I'm really excited about a lot of the rap that's coming out naturally.
What I know there's a couple of Lil Wayne pieces.
Yeah, the Lil Wayne, the Carter 1 and 2.
That'll be
Oh
big.
yeah, that will
yeah,
be.
like because
yeah.
I'm not a huge Wayne fan, but Carter's were a good set of albums.
Does he have a
He had
butler who
4 of
refers to him
them.
as Mr. Wayne?
Biggie's got Mo Money, Mo Problems
Oh yeah, the
coming
12
out.
inch coming out. Yeah,
Although I just found that in the 12-inch collections.
original?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, an Outcast. I think an Outcast 10-inch Elevators is coming out, so that should be cool.
He usually does pretty well.
Yeah.
I missed the Black Friday Stankonia, I think.
Yeah, and Speaker Box and Love Below was 2 years ago. I
Yep.
think.
It was a pick disc, wasn't it?
I don't remember what it was. I know it was like a triple LP,
Yeah,
like
I think
giant
it was,
expanded.
I think it
thing.
was a pick disc.
Oh, for Speaker
Okay.
Box?
I think so, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, because the Stankonia from Black Friday was like the yellow and black.
Yeah.
And I just slacked on it. No more German porn.
I couldn't find the German porn. 7
Damn.
inch.
I'll have to go find it.
The German porn
I really-
7-inch.
I
It's the
really
one
doubt
with
that
the
we
Harry
sold it.
Bush on the cover.
I want to point out there was a surprising amount of German named 7 inches from 2014. There was like Blitzentrapper and Die Cruisen and something else. None of which
it was
I assume,
it wasn't a popular year for the Germans. Yeah, I don't know.
or the German
I think it was
porn.
when they fell, yeah, it was. I might be missing out on the Ninth Gate, but the Goblin piece is still slated to come out, and I'm excited about.
That's a 7-inch, right?
There are 2 actually. They're releasing a 7-inch with a theme from Suspiria, which I played for Gerk the other day.
Oh,
And
that was just...
he and Becca admitted it was a terrifying track.
I was
not-
going with like
no, actually-
a parody of the Rihanna song.
I was going with a parody of some fucking 80s song.
I know that's not you're thinking of, but
Physicals. Let's get physical.
Okay. Are you done mocking the things that I love? So that's coming out. It's probably one of Goblin's like most well-known themes. That's a 7-inch, and then they have an unreleased film score coming out that supposedly hasn't been was like unarchived, archived somewhere and unearthed, and so that'll be the first time it's available, I believe, in any format.
That's cool. What?
just helping Berto out there. Sound effects, man.
Thank you.
There's a really limited run I'm kind of excited about, which is the Super Chunk singles collection. That's like 89 to 91. I got it's a little out of my usual genre, I'd say, but I got a soft spot for the Super Chunk.
Chubby for the chunky.
You could say it that way.
I know, I did say it that way.
That's actually their fan club name.
The chunkies.
I'm sure I'm again the only one interested, but at least within our staff, there's a Lucinda Williams piece coming out called "Just a Little More Faith and Grace."
I was originally interested, but then I found it's just like a longer version.
Yeah, it's
of
like a
that song.
20-minute version of that song, and I'm like, right in the feels.
One of the things not soundtrack related, I'm excited for. Green River is releasing
Sounds like a
their
movie.
demos LP, which was like the precursor to the Seattle grunge scene. It was Jeff Ament pre Pearl Jam. So that'll be on LP. I think for the first time, I think it was just a demo tape, like a cassette tape back in the day. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm a grunge fan as well.
Agreed. One thing that I'm excited for, not even necessarily musically, is the new Brujeria 7-inch that they're putting out.
The Trump
The
ones?
4 7-inches.
And it's called Viva Presidente Trump. And it's 4 different color 7-inches. And basically, I am buying this purely on the cover art alone, which is a picture of Donald Trump with a machete sliced into his head and a band over his eyes that says "Fuck you, puto" on it.
Vintage Brujeria.
I feel like that's worth owning. Like that's it's a conversation piece.
It's it's worth owning because if he wins, like it's going to be outlawed. Oh, it's going to be like those.
No, I'm going to put it on a shirt. It's going to get awkward really quick.
We're all going to say goodbye to JB now because he's about to be black bag.
The Stasi is coming.
We're talking about Donald Trump, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's right.
Good call.
Make Donald Trump again.
Well, see, I'm talking about somebody else in this. I'm not talking about Donald Trump. That's another guy. That's the guy running for president. This is somebody else. That's how
This
I
is the
get
guy
out
who
of
owns the
this.
hotels. Yeah.
Yeah, totally different guy.
I actually have a non-hip hop release that I'm
What?
looking at. Yeah. It's like, it's a Foles 7-inch.
Oh, Foles. Yeah, you do like
You're
the
a
Foles.
Foles.
Yeah, I'm a big Foles guy. Actually, thanks to Record Store Day last year, or maybe 2 years ago, they did Foles on 12-inch as their LP, Holy Fire. And I didn't get the Record Store Day release, but I got a free CD courtesy of Darkside Records.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I was hooked. So, thanks. Thanks, guys.
You know what I find cool about that? That you actually listen to the free CD.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people get free CDs on Record Store from us and just go, meh.
Well, because I'd rather just take one that like caught my eye
Right.
instead of grabbing like 3 and just being
So
like,
you-
cool, I have a stack.
You
know,
grabbed
like-
it based on art or
I
the cover
had
art?
heard their name before, and I was like, "Ooh, this is
So
this seems like
chance to
relevant."
check out something new without spending any money on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are 2 Regina Spektor reissues coming out, and I think those will not only be big, but I'm pretty excited
Yeah.
about those.
It's what is it?
Soviet Kitsch.
Yep.
And the other one, the one
Yeah.
after Soviet Kitsch.
That one.
That one. Berto hasn't mentioned the Force Awakens 10-inch.
I was saving it, but now the cat's out of the bag. There is the Force Awakens 10-inch.
Throw him under the bus.
I believe it's colored or a pick disc. I can't remember.
I think it's a pick disc.
Okay.
What's the picture going to be?
I think it's going to be just a dejected Mark Hamill reaching out for the lightsaber because he's got to cash in his 5 minutes in the film as much as he can.
What about the B-side?
That's a good question. There are a lot of options for the B-side. Could have like a Kylo Ren mask.
That's too easy, though. Like, I think it should be like a BB-8, and the bottom of the pick sleeve case is like has some sand in it. So you're like forced to clean your
Clear your record.
before you play it.
See, that would have been cool, like a BB-8 shaped 7-inch.
Yeah, like a die cut.
That would have been cool. But they're not that creative.
Hey, they didn't ask me.
It's true. Put sand in it.
You hear that, Disney? All right, we got valuable ideas here. Call us.
They're
Seriously.
going to take our ideas, not call us, and make millions.
Fuck. That's like my Leave It to Bieber
Yep.
T-shirt idea.
Yep.
That fucking materialized a month after I said it, and I got nothing.
My phrase, pulled a hootie.
That one, not as bad.
No, people caught on to that. Fuck you. Fuck you was a thing.
Who says pull the hootie?
I said it.
Yeah, you. Cal.
What is-
my shirt was in Hot Topic later.
What is pulling a hootie?
When you go from rock or pop to country.
So like the stained guy.
So
Aaron
like
Lewis.
Aaron Lewis,
so
yeah.
they Aaron Lewis it.
He pulled a fucking hootie.
Mine sounds better.
No, it doesn't. Fuck.
What about things we think might be big, like not necessarily for us, but that we think are going to be crowd favorites?
I've only looked at the list for myself.
You telling me you haven't looked at the perspective of our customers yet? Shame.
I mean,
for shame.
Yes, I have.
I think arguably the biggest piece of the year might be the Fish release.
it's gonna be that-
I think
that well?
Fish will be huge because, like, think about the history. Anytime there's been a Fish release, it's fucking gone.
It's true.
Even that year that they did like the 3 different versions of Junta with the Pollock cover and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like that one was fucking gone.
It's true. Yeah, Fish is usually pretty big.
There was a year with a Dave Matthews release.
Usually,
that-
there's usually a
Dave
Dave
is
Matthews
big.
release. The
Last
live
year
tracks.
it was a little slower.
No, that one we
Or was
sold
it
out.
Black Friday?
No, we've never not sold out a Dave.
Okay. I think I'm just thinking of like sold out
I
quickly.
I think that as and specifically the Dave pieces, I think that they've progressively pressed a little more because the first time around, it was so limited that they were like, I think basically every store got one or something, and they were so fucking gone. And actually, to their credit, I think it might have been like management had a discussion with label, and they decided that in order to cut down on like people getting shafted on eBay, that they pressed a little more so it wasn't as like highly in demand.
Right.
Which, you know, we could talk a little bit about that. Like, there's obviously douchebags out there who are only in this game to profit.
Namely us.
Edit.
No. He's right though. We're not.
want it.
We're
My
not.
friend.
We're not in it to profit like at the expense of other people. But you know, we're here to.
We're not gouging you.
Yeah, we're.
I think
we're here to create something good and better, and everything we do is to.
I think you need to remember that it's not record day. It's record store day.
Yes.
And the spirit of the thing was created because...
Fuck you, eBay. Sorry.
The spirit of the thing was created because...
You should see him go on a Ticketmaster rant.
I
It's
think
the
it was
same thing.
before our time. I think there was a lot of great stores across this country who were out there, you know, having a little bit of a hard time. And, like, you know, there was a lot of things that happened in the industry that...
I mean, but before the
changed
resurgence of vinyl, I mean...
Yeah,
was
Record
rough.
Store Day is definitely the catalyst to the resurgence of vinyl. And, you know, there was an awkward time where the CD had begun to decline thanks to things like iTunes and Amazon MP3 downloads. And then just the very beginnings of Pandora and Spotify, streaming was up. And I think Record Store Day was a response to that. It's like, you know, those things are fine. I don't think any of us are shitting on any of those things. It's just that there are people out there who appreciate a physical product and also more so appreciate the idea of going to the record store, flipping through the bins, meeting other people. You know, something can happen, whereas just clicking isn't going to make anything happen but get you immediate satisfaction.
Well, see, it's funny that you bring that up, and if we're going to talk about Record Store Day sort of in a larger context or even in like a more political context, this year was the most I had heard about an actual like outspoken anti-Record Store Day sentiment from a number of record stores. And
there were a couple articles published about that. Yeah,
people penned some essays about it, and they talked about their reasoning behind it. And I sort of, when I read it, I agreed, I think, with a lot of the points that they were making. Like one, I remember reading was saying that it essentially, I don't want to say floods the market, but it's like needless releases. It's like re-releases that are just done for the sake of they're created just
which
for Record
has
Store
been
Day,
a complaint the last few years, is that a lot of the major labels use Record Store Day kind of like a way to just fill the market with stupid shit,
with
like
needless things.
yeah, reissues that aren't necessarily, they're not hard to find. You know, they're
I
not
take
rare.
issue with that for the most part.
Well, see, and what I was going to say is I feel like the sentiment that you raised is the counter argument to that, which is to say, you know, it's not about it's about the stores, and it's about supporting the stores and supporting independent stores specifically.
Yeah.
And that's
The spirit
the
of it is
focus.
it's Record Store Day, not
Right.
Record Day. This isn't Free Comic Day, which is about comics. I presume it's also about the comic shop, but
Well, I mean, they're free, so it's obviously a
specifically,
very different day.
it's record stores. But also to the point of those releases, like, you know, I definitely think there are some releases out there that are softballs. I'm not going to throw labels around or anything, but there's, you know, I've got one major in my mind who's releasing things that they're going to release anyway. And it's fine to release those reissues. I don't think you need to put them out there on Record Store Day. People are going to come out for them anyway. But the other thing I hear is that people are complaining that major labels are clogging up pressing plants with these things.
Right.
That was another big one.
But how do you think these record pressing plants are staying in business?
Right, that must be a huge
That's a huge influx of cash. And yeah, your DIY band, which I'm not shitting on, their press is going to get released, but it's still going to be pressed. And the industry as a whole has grown to a point of beyond capacity. Like we were at like basically 6 pressing plants in the country pressing everything. And now we've got more coming online, more and more keep getting announced. So that should start to ease a bit. And it's worth noting that, this gripe that's a cash grab for major labels, sure. But
Yeah,
there's
that's the music
over
industry.
500 releases for Record Store Day, 60% of which are from independent and independently owned record labels. 60%. And that's not to say that major labels aren't putting out cool pieces. Some of them are. So if you don't want to partake, I say fine, more for us. And not in a cash kind of way. Just like, you know what? If you're not going to participate, that gives every other store who wants to participate and make it about their store and make it about their community more opportunity to sell another record to keep them going forward.
And about the cash, because the cash helps just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot of validity in a lot of the arguments. And I think that, I mean, like any organization that is growing, I mean, you have to, like, objectively look at what you're doing and figure out what you can do to make it better. And that's part of what I feel like these complaints truly are, is like, everyone has been sort of, this is my oversimplified, perspective on this thing, is that, independent record stores have been, for the most part, totally accepting to the concept of Record Store Day, and we've, like, everyone just kind of jumped in full steam and has been running with it. And yeah, I mean, like with anything else, you got to make improvements. You got to ask hard questions. You got to look at parts that you don't like and address them. And I think that that's truly what is going to happen. I think I don't perceive what these guys are saying is necessarily negative or selfish or greedy. And I think that they raise good points. I think that there's counter arguments to a lot of them and vice versa. But I think in the end, it'll truly just make for a better record store day that focuses, like you said, on record stores and will reinforce that.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to note that record stores are free to do what they want. You could participate or not.
It's also it's not an all or nothing thing. Like, if you don't want to carry that 40% of what might be weak titles, you don't have to order them.
Yeah, if you think that major labels are just making a cash grab, you don't have to order the major label pieces. You could order 3 pieces and say, these are the 3 Record Store Day pieces I want to participate in.
I'm genuinely interested to see how Record Store Day continues to grow and change, because it's going to evolve and it's going to adapt, and I'm curious to see like how it continues to grow going into the future. But let's talk about our Record Store Day event.
It's not just about the records. We got other shit going on.
Record Store Day has always been a huge day, which we're so thankful to everyone who comes and participates and camps out and hangs out. Like, we're so thankful to everyone.
You're the reason that it just keeps getting better.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about them? I'm sorry. You were looking over here. I'm very sorry.
I was looking at the point on the wall.
But this is going to be our first Record Store Day in the new store here.
Got so much space.
We do have some things that are planned. We have some things that are in the works.
Some things we can't talk about yet.
Exactly. I don't want to jump the gun. I will say one thing that I know we will have is we will have something that we've been talking about for fucking years about doing.
Strippers? What?
That's afterwards.
Sorry.
Food trucks.
Oh, yeah.
The Clock Tower Grill is going to be here. They're going to be coming in the morning. They're going to have breakfast. They're going to have coffee. They're going to be camped out outside for everybody.
I'm stoked.
So am I.
I'm going to have 2 breakfasts then.
We're going to have live music on the stage. We actually, last week, we had our first Darkside DJ Night, which was on Tuesday. We're doing that now on every other Tuesday night. It's a free night. We have DJs who come in.
I'm sorry.
No, it's more hip-hop.
You're not wearing your gold shoes, so you can't do
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But so we, our first one we kicked off, and we had DJ Pearly in here, who came in and, holy shit, was she good?
She was sick. I watched a bunch of videos because I missed Tuesday night because I was at school, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand.
Your priorities are wrong, sir.
I don't understand turntablism, and I don't understand what the machines do.
But when you start throwing your arm behind you and hitting the right side with your left eye,
give it the reach around.
Yeah,
there's a switchy thing in the middle. I don't know what it does, but she was doing all that shit, and it's amazing. And she was here. She's going to be coming back on Record Store Day, and she's going to be spinning in between bands, doing some live DJ sessions.
I believe we're also having Girl Scout cookies.
I was just gonna say, you know what we got
oh my God, it keeps getting better.
to make your listening pleasure even better?
Girl
Scout
Scouts.
cookies.
Tag-alongs all day.
Food,
I'm
DJs.
a grasshopper man.
Yeah, what other grasshoppers?
I think
Thin
it's,
Mints?
or no, sorry. Yeah, Grasshopper's the alcoholic beverage. Thin mints, yeah.
Oh, you like the Thin Mints?
Chocolate Thin Mint.
Like,
What's the one that's like the coconut?
The Samoas?
Samoa.
Oh, my
Samoas,
God.
yeah.
Those I fell in love with later in life.
I like the
was
peanut butter ones. I can't remember what they're called.
Wait,
Are those the
Yeah, the
tag-alongs?
tag-alongs, yeah. With the,
okay.
Wait, you were anti-Samoa?
Yeah, I was
you
just-
weren't just like passively like not interested.
Like,
you were
politically,
actually
like,
anti-American
anti-American
Samoa.
America Samoa, totally unnecessary. We don't need that as a territory. It's all political.
Just like that, Gerk is into the politics.
That's it.
Hot button issue. American
I'm just
Samoa.
saying, Polynesia is not that far from Asian, so
Yeah,
you may
it's-
not want to...
That's true. Yeah, don't. So many fewer visas if they're a territory.
Look, we're gonna open a pop-up shop there. It's all yours.
Hell yeah.
Go,
I'm going to need you to get a houndstooth suit.
go forward and multiply.
All the little Gerks. Back to the cookies.
Back to the Samoa.
I hated coconut when I was younger.
What brought you around?
Samoas, actually. It was just
Samoa
like,
is what
yeah.
brought you back
okay.
to the coconut?
Yeah, it was just like one night I was quote unquote tired and hungry, and someone was like, "Yeah, just try it, dude." I was
The
like,
only thing
"All
around
right."
was the Samoa?
Yeah, yep.
I don't think anyone has referred to it doing air quotes with their fingers. It's like I was tired.
Around all my bosses, they're just not gonna come out with it.
I guess that's what you would say to like your parents or
Yeah.
your boss.
I was
Oh, my
tired.
eyes are really red because I'm just really tired. That's it.
Allergies. I don't get my allergies in the middle of summer.
Those cats.
Yeah,
And really hungry all of a sudden.
yeah, man.
So now you're a
Contemplative.
coconut fan, though.
Yeah, for the most part. Not don't give me any coconut water. That is disgusting.
What about coconut milk?
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'll get down with some
You ever had a
coconut milk.
fresh coconut?
No, still haven't.
Good stuff.
We should, next podcast, I'm going to bring fresh coconuts and we'll drink them on air.
Fresh
Okay.
coconuts and
Down for that.
Tecate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
There's a mix. It's called a tropical fuck you.
Tropical puta.
Now we're throwing out some foul language there,
Yeah,
Gerk.
wow. So yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff planned for Record Store Day. We're gonna have live music. We're gonna have events all day long. We're gonna have apparently food.
Some giveaways.
Might be some giveaways.
I'm willing to go a step further. I'm gonna say there will be giveaways.
Oh,
Okay.
blame JB when you don't get anything.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll find something.
Someone's wearing your hoodie and your shoes.
No one wants these shoes.
My feet really smell. I'm like, I took my feet out of my sandals and I'm just sitting here regretting my choices, but they're so sweaty.
I mean, to be fair, usually when you take them out of your sandals, like it permeates the room. It's strong.
If you want, we can pass them
no.
around.
That's if
stings
it's
the
wet.
nostrils.
If it's wet, it's
If it's
awful.
wet, it's really bad. It's like wet dog.
Okay. Because I've definitely been around where like we've been doing something, and then all of a sudden it'll just hit me,
You
and
want
I'll be like,
to
JJ, you took your sandals off. Huh?
you want to
Yeah.
pass the sandal? And
No,
we'll
no,
just-
no,
we'll start a
no,
reactionary
no.
thing
I'm
here.
good. I'm good.
Waft it in the air, walk around the store.
Like the priest, like swinging the thing.
Well, this is what we should do if we get shoplifters. Is you should just fucking smack them upside the face with the inside of your
I'll just
wet
undo
sandal.
the Velcro and just press it into their mouth.
Just rub it all over them.
Talk about waterboarding.
We put him in the phone booth with like a bunch of your old sandals. And lock the door.
Shoplifters? No, you know.
Should we talk about general RSD policies?
It's, we have rules.
Go
And
ahead.
then we've
Lead
never
it.
had a problem. We've always had very respectful customers.
Yeah, if you're new to our store for Record Store Day, which we do tend to get a lot of new people out and about for the big day, there are some general things that we do here to try to minimize douchiness and also maximize fairness for everybody. First thing being, in the spirit of Record Store Day, we do not hold anything for anybody.
So don't call us, please.
We've already gotten the calls.
I know.
they always happen,
They
but-
always happen.
Everything is first come, first serve. We think that's the best policy because everybody gets what they want. So, if you're the kid that's here at 10 p.m. the night before, and you're first in line, you got first dibs at what's on the menu.
It limited one item or one copy of each item per customer
Correct.
to avoid, as we mentioned earlier, the eBay flippers and
Flippers,
the
no flippers.
profiteers.
I think I can't say for sure, obviously, but I think we don't have a lot of flippers that come.
Usually, the people who are first in line are the ones who are really dedicated to the
Yeah, you could
product and the
tell.
true
Like, I
fans.
remember last year, like the people first in line were there for brand new, and we know they were there for brand new.
Yep.
And last year was the first camp out, right? That was
Well, no,
that
we've
was
had
Patrick
We
and his
haven't
wife.
had a tent yet.
no tent. Nobody's pitched a tent.
Last year was the girls.
I pitched it to him.
Yeah, there were the two people. They had chairs
And blankets.
and blankets.
And I think that
I remember they said there was an incident with a homeless person who they were waiting and they put their chairs down to kind of call their spot.
Yep.
And they went to sit in their car because it was chilly.
Yeah.
And they looked up and there was a homeless person lounging in their chairs. So they had to get back out there and kind of shoo them along.
It's not a free-for-all in here.
Yeah, all the record store day items will be.
We keep them behind the
Behind the
counter, and
counter.
you come up and order in a civilized and gentlemanly fashion.
What was that?
Genuinely?
Genuinely?
Gentlemanly.
Genuine
fashion?
gentleman, I think,
With
was
courtesy.
the combination.
Keep it classy.
Yeah, so no pushing, no shoving.
Don't abuse our employees or you'll get the sandal.
I'll bring a special bag that day.
Yes.
We'll have extra registers open so that if
Yep.
you're not into RSD product or if you're already checked out for the special RSD stuff, then you're free to be and you don't have to wait in line again.
And there's even Record Store Day being on a Saturday and new releases now coming out on New Release Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
There's actually a bunch of pieces that are coming out on
This will be the
day
first year
before.
for it because
It started
Friday
in
new releases
July.
started last June or July, and now for example, Huge, the Metallica reissues
Yeah.
of Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All coming on April 15th. So really, they're coming on April 16th, but you know what we're saying.
Yeah, and those are coming out as both
Regular LP and fucking super deluxe editions.
Huge box sets. They're insane.
So if you're here just to shop for regular store things, we will be open. You're welcome to shop for everything else. We still have our movies, our gifts, our shirts, our CDs, our vinyl. Everything else will still be here.
And Girl Scout cookies.
And Girl Scout cookies, yes.
Bring cash for that. We take card, Girl Scouts don't, so bring your cash for the Girl Scouts.
And it's my understanding that they're pretty tough if you don't have the cash. They expect to be paid.
They're breaking knees.
Ruthless. Yeah. That's a badge, actually. Kneecap breaking is
Yeah.
a badge. Indian burn.
Cookie hustling.
Loan shark collecting.
But they're setting them up for good careers, really. I feel like that's important.
Yeah.
It's good to learn
You gotta
skills.
hustle.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So it's going to be a good day. We have a ton planned. There's a ton coming out. We're going to have so much that we'll be announcing on our website and our social media. So if you don't follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram already, please do so now. I'll post all the links in the information for this podcast. But follow us as we get details, as things change, as things develop. We'll post everything online so you can get up to the minute.
Maybe we'll start
information.
highlighting some of the cooler releases too. Maybe even some of the more obscure releases. We'll throw up some album art, talk a little bit about it.
And let us know what you're excited about.
We
would love
want to know.
We'd love your comments. Comment on Facebook. Wherever. Send us messages. Let us know what you're excited about. Tell us the pieces that you want to see. Tell us your thoughts. Tell us what you think sucks.
As long as you're not asking for a pre-order. Because generally, as time goes on, we become less and less courteous as it gets down to the day when you call us asking us to hold things.
That's just Berto.
That's
He's
true.
the
I've
only
hung up on
thing
people.
courteous.
It's going to be a good day.
Gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
No Harry Potter.
It's true. There was no Harry Potter release.
Yeah.
And
You know what?
The world
I'm gonna put
mourns.
this out there now as a precursor to our record story. Something I want to make happen that I know I can't. So if somebody else wants to help me with this, I would really like a turntable and a record to be fighting on our front lawn. So if
costumes?
if somebody is like a costumer or knows a guy who knows a guy, and you can get those things, and you want to volunteer to be out front smashing in to turntable and record on our front lawn on busy Route 44, please let us know.
I mean, if we can get 3 participants, we can have the turntable and the record kicking the shit out of an iPod.
Or just an iPod that's just hugging itself and rocking against the building.
I miss Steve.
Send us a message.
We'll talk. Yeah. Oh, and we're going to have a porta potty.
Yay.
Always, if you have to relieve yourself and you want to come early, no big. No public urination worries here. We got a porta potty.
We also have a bathroom.
Well, that's when we're open.
When we're open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So that'll be April 16th.
9 a.m.
That's a Saturday. We're opening at 9 a.m. sharp.
Get here early.
Somebody please help us out. We close at 9 p.m. the Friday before. We'd like to know somebody's already in line at 9 p.m. the night before.
Now, since we're
a
at our
whole
new
parking
location,
parking lot.
we have a dedicated parking lot.
Yeah.
So you're
A lot of
welcome.
tent space.
Yeah, you're welcome to come outside. You can camp. There's room for everybody.
It's well lit.
Really friendly neighbors behind Kmart.
Oh, God. But we'll have space for everybody. Come on by April 16th. Darkside Records. We're at our new location, 611 Dutchess Turnpike in Poughkeepsie, a.k.a. Route 44, by Planet Wings and Burger King.
And if you like our podcast, check out our much more structured show on WRRV, Sundays at 10 p.m.
Where we don't ramble because we're limited to 30 minutes.
And it's well edited.
I can't say things about Asians.
Or hookers.
Or I didn't say anything about hookers. Did I say anything about hookers today?
I feel like you've talked about hookers
Oh,
at
I'm
some
sure.
point.
Yeah, I mean,
Or barbed cat dick.
Or your
which is a
nickname-
real threat, ladies. Watch
Or
out
corkscrew pig dick.
for it. That's true. Yeah.
Or your nickname for your penis, which you've recently changed.
What was it? It was. You had a couple tonight. One was canceled and it went flaccid. Flaccido Dongingo.
What was the Wayne Manor or something? The stately Wayne Manor?
Yep. When you groan, that means it's the end of the podcast.
Yep.
All right, so everybody, thanks for listening. This has been the Darkside Podcast, episode 15?
15.
Episode
15.
15.
That's our quinceañera, folks.
Oh. See,
We had Tecate. That's why. Subconsciously, I knew.
fucking brilliant. Well done, sir. Well done. So, on behalf of Darkside Records, I'm JB.
I'm Berto.
I'm Tyler.
JJ.
Thanks for listening. See ya.
Bye.
What? Fuck off. I'm not talking again.
You don't have a
sign off? Yeah, I got no sign off.
It's Flaccido. He's out.
You need a sign off. You need a good.
Fuck you.
That's okay. I'm JB.
Fuck you.